every day I'm asked, how do I increase jumping? Is my program a knee program or a jumping program? Well, look, I went from a 19 to 42 and rising vertical through these 8 knee essentials exercises, meaning if you just play your sport or do whatever activity you're doing and you add these 8, you can transform your vertical. But I do have programs within my app for basketball specific, so that's where I'm actually coaching your jump balance, dunk balance, landing balance, and in-game techniques like no one else is doing or has even figured out. This has a essentials version or full body version, meaning these 8 essentials are just for basically belly button and below. I have then 4 back exercises and 8 upper body exercises, which you would want to do for the fullest body. But a lot of basketball players have already been so overtrained on their upper body that they want to just give anything upper body a break and just work core and below. So I do have 2 versions for basketball, but then volleyball, I make you do the back and upper because it's so much stress on the shoulder. And these 8 upper body exercises I have, these have helped so many people overcome miraculous shoulder issues. So I make that mandatory for volleyball as well as for track style speed. So this would be something that a track athlete would use, this version, or someone like a rugby or soccer player in the off season. If you're in season, a soccer player or something like that, you could just do knee essentials. A rugby player, you could just do my full body program, which is the knee essential 8 plus the 8 upper and 4 back exercises. But in off season, when you're not playing your sport, you could then work this track style speed plyo, though this is almost perfect for an actual track athlete. I make the track athlete have to learn the back and upper body stuff because when it comes to actual speed, then it becomes really important. Though if you're a high jumper, I mean, I'm there with you every step of the way. So if you were like a high jumper, I would have you do the track version, but I wouldn't even make you necessarily do the back or upper. It would be dependent. So that is why you get coaching through all this, but you can see why I need different versions. So I program and coach and watch your jumps depending on what you're trying to jump higher for, or if you're trying to run faster as well. Now, let me simplify all that. These are just my programs. It doesn't mean someone else couldn't make a great program, but these are the first programs on earth following what I believe is the universe's formula of athleticism. And it starts with relative strength, meaning if you just had no strength in your body, you wouldn't be able to animate your body. So a lot of strength coaches are aware getting stronger can make you more athletic, but where are you putting that strength and are you protecting your joints? So if you can put that relative strength, meaning stronger for your weight, through full joint protection, so now you can use that strength with less or no joint pain, and then how are you putting in the volume of your training? So you could be doing both those right, but the volume has to be mathematically accurate coming from the ground up towards what actually makes you fight gravity. So every exercise, just because there's 20 exercises, they're not in the same volume. These are in a very precise volume to actually allow that strength to make your body easier to get off the ground. And then lastly in the base formula is gradient scale, meaning if you're the worst athlete in the world, you have to have something you can do without pain to cause transformation. If you're the best athlete in the world, you have to know, how do I tap into even more? Well, that's what my program gives. It's a scale that I've never seen an athlete too bad or too good to cause real adaptation and make changes. And then lastly, this is your training, right? Your knee essential 8 and your other 12 exercises, but then comes the actual jumping and plyo work. And that's elasticity, meaning putting force down and returning that force. So if your body's easier to move, has less, and you can go harder without joint pain, building the perfect system to fight gravity, working everything so that you're actually able to train it, recover, and get better, then you just put on the right amount of stimulus into your tendons, which is what holds the muscle to the bone, and then your body adapts to get more elastic. So all of that then adds up to athleticism. So I'm not the only guy who can make a program. I'm just the first guy to put all these together without breaking something in the formula. So every program I've ever seen violates something which is really just the universe's formula. It's not my formula, but look, if you get stronger but then your knee hurts, you don't jump higher. If you get stronger but it's 50% up or 50% lower, that's not how you fight gravity. So this program is the base. And yes, it is a knee/jumping program simply because it provides exercises that then you can go do these things. But about half my members do knee essentials, and the other half do want then the direct coaching on their back, upper body, their sport-specific jumping. So I have both. Members do about 50-50, and that is why this is not just a knee program or just a jumping program. Okay, there is no jumping program on the market that could have taken me from 19 to 42 inch vertical after 3 knee surgeries and 10 years of pain. You see that? It is the pain that stops you from getting better. So by being able to mathematically prevent pain and make your body easier to move and more elastic, you just keep going up, 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 and you'll see example after example of real clients like Basket Barth, who started out with me as a real client with knee pain, plateaued on jumping, and now look, just going up, 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 up. Or Derek, who's 42 and has regained the ability to jump in his 40s. So this is the formula. Whether you do it with me, or you can even, there's no long-term contracts, you can learn it with me, and then you could even put your own program together. I am here to help change the game on training, and if that happens, I'll be well taken care of. I already am. It's not about the money, it's about getting out the truth, and I guarantee within even a month of training with me, I mean, from day one, you can see all 20 standards. You can get onto one of these programs within seconds on the app. You get 24/7 service on the app. Me and the rest of the coaches break up the day 24/7. So no matter where you are, we can get you rolling. So I hope that answers your question of how do I jump higher, and is my program a jumping program or a rehab program? It's the world's first Rehab 2.0, where athleticism meets its match, where you get more protected as you go up, so you keep gaining, not just making short-term gains, but a real transformation. It's the only program on earth that has repeated success, not just with me, but member after member, of full transformations while bulletproofing against injury at the same time.